Anyway, so I guess
recap time.
Recap time, yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch, you got Humphreys McGee, and what else did you go to this week besides Humphreys? And that I didn't go to.
You just want to recap whatever you did?
Sure.
And then I'll come in a second.
All right. So I only went. I went to 2 shows this weekend.
Your album reviews.
Huh?
You need to know.
Well, I like to do the show review first. I'll remember that now.
Okay.
Then I'll talk about the album review. Because while I'm talking, I'll pull up the album review stuff I need to have.
Make sure you talk down and into that.
Down and into this. So, first show I went to this weekend was Mitch invited me late that day. Wanted to see if I wanted to go to an album release party for Suck Brick Kid over at Will's Pub. So I was like,
yeah, they were terrible.
Yeah.
Just joking.
So I said yes because I was working a double that day and I wanted to get out of the fucking house or out of work and just go drink. So we did.
They're a great band to drink too.
They were a great band to drink too. We had a lot of fun.
They were so fun that night though, for real. They inspired me to write. So I've written like half the review so far. Hopefully it'll be up before this podcast goes up.
Nice.
Yeah.
But definitely had a lot of fun at that show. They played some great covers while we were there. Blink-182 cover. They played NoFX cover. And who else did they cover? There's a third song I can't remember off the top of my head.
They covered a little Pennywise, but I think they were just fucking around.
Yeah, I think they were just, that's what it was. They're just fucking around playing Pennywise.
Yep.
So that was Saturday night, and Mitch and I proceeded to continue to drink that night. And
oh, is that what that weird where you guys were like eating vegan hot dogs or something?
Oh yeah, I always get vegan hot dogs whenever I go out downtown.
Oh,
yeah,
it's an every night thing.
They're fantastic.
So bad.
Oh man, they run right through you.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. I think it's not eating meat helps me a lot.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday night. I think I got home at like 4:30 in the morning. So that tells you what kind of night we had.
Yeah. That was a good night.
Mitch cried on a tree.
Yeah. I was real upset. There was a tree that was cut down, so I shed a few tears for it.
That's nice.
Yeah, you gotta love the trees, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. Last night we went to see Jeff Rosenstock, Danny Adriano, and Pet Symmetry. Unfortunately, Sprainer was supposed to open that show, but their band broke down up in Georgia. So, yeah, didn't get to see them, but that's who I'm going to go see tonight as soon as I get done with this podcast.
Woohoo!
Yeah, they set up a special little show for them over at Back Booth to help them offset the cost of renting the van so they could finish out the tour. So, super awesome of Kyle up at Back Booth to set that up for them.
Yeah, Kyle does North Korea Presents, and they pretty much book exclusively at Back Booth.
But he does do a couple shows over at Will's too.
True, and he does some stuff at Venue 578. But I think to get into Back Booth, you have to go through Kyle.
Yeah,
and he's a super rad dude.
Yeah, super nice guy. He bought us shots the other night.
Yeah.
You like anyone who buys you shots?
We'll never turn down free shots.
No, never.
Of anything.
But so last night was fucking amazing. Pet Symmetry opened, and you know who Pet Symmetry is? It is
Evan Weiss.
It's Evan Weiss, and I think it's also got the other guy from There in the band with him, and then they have somebody else, and it's basically like an emo super group.
Right up your alley.
Like us, yeah. But they're fantastic band, and they opened the show, and they were a lot of fun. And then Danny Adriano came out and played, and it was something that was interesting was he had most of the band for most of Jeff Rosenstock's band playing with him. I think he just had a different bassist, and so Danny Adriano was really good. Like the keyboardist / guitarist was Dan Potass, who is one of my favorite dudes ever. He's opened like every Streetlight Manifesto show I've ever gone to. well, not everyone, but most of them. And he was really, really fun to watch. He's all flying around the stage just like he does normally when he's going solo. And then, yeah, that was a really fun show. Didn't play any Alkaline Trio songs, but I'm okay with that. Everything that he played was really, really good.
Man, I was super impressed. Like, I wasn't expecting him to have a full band, first off. And he played electric guitar for almost the entire set. I think there was only a couple of songs he went acoustic for. But the band that backed him up rocked. And Jeff Rosenstock actually played bass for him when he was on stage.
I think so, yeah. He played a little bit with him.
Yeah, so that was so rad. Like, and I hadn't had a chance to listen to his new album, but I've been listening to it on Spotify all day, and it fucking rules.
Yeah.
And he played some of the old songs from his first album that he released a couple years ago, and that album really, like, it's really well written. It's lyrically sound, and you know, Dan tends to write the sadder, like, more self-deprecating Alkaline Trio songs, which I'm a sucker for. I love that shit.
I mean, if you ask me, he writes the better of the songs of the pair. And so that's why I'm definitely always down to go see him.
Yeah, so it was
Plus, he's
awesome.
got a way better voice.
He didn't used to. I think it used to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did used to be the other way around, I think, yeah.
But he definitely, like, Matt Ski was he's kind of gotten the Tom DeLonge route where he's kind of started losing his ability to sing on the, yeah,
He's literally gotten the Tom.
Oh, he's literally on the Tom DeLonge route.
He's in
Yeah.
Blink-182.
He is
well, no, yeah, he is Tom DeLonge, but anyway. Except he's not going to go start some stupid band called Angels and Airwaves. Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, he does have that Matt Skiba in The Secrets, and then he's got like
yeah.
some other
The Hells.
something about demons. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, back when he was a little Satanist.
Yeah. Oh, he's not anymore.
No, I think he went Buddhist or something like that. I don't know.
No, good for him.
He found inner peace that didn't have to do with our Lord and Savior Satan.
So, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving
Jeff
on.
Rosenstock finished up the show, and I'm glad Mitchell was there too. He was
Dude,
planning on leaving.
I was gonna leave, and well, like I really wanted to see Dan. I fucking love Dan, but you were like, you have to see Jeff Rosenstock. He's one of my favorites ever.
Yeah.
And I read the preview that you wrote for showsigo2.com, and I'm like, well, shit, I guess I have to go see him. So I did, and I don't know why, but I was expecting like someone acoustic, like playing songs, but he was at 110% the entire show. It was one of the rowdiest punk shows I've ever seen at Back Booth, and I've seen a lot because
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
home to punkers.
It's ridiculous how, like, this guy's got to be like 45 years old, I think.
Is he really?
He's old. He's up there. He's been doing this since the mid 90s.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Yeah, he's been at
Well,
it.
Dan's in his 40s too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't put on a show like Jeff Rosenstock.
He rocks
Jeff
out. though.
Rosenstock screams into that mic like no one else. He's like, you know,
That is true though. It was crazy, man.
I mean, and then the drummer, his drummer was fantastic.
Yeah.
There's, you know, for a punk drummer, this guy was hitting the fills just right. You know, killing it.
And he played with both Dan and he played 2 sets.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think
And he had the
it's
sweet
Dan's
ass
drummer,
Fu
though.
Manchu.
I think it's Dan's drummer. I heard that.
No, Dan's drummer. Dan's drummer. Yeah, both guys. It was the same guy for both sets, and but he started wailing on those drums.
I heard that
Rosenstock.
the set that Dan played was actually the musicians that he recorded their last album with. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
So like he had Dan Podhouse. The bassist is still his same bassist from back when Jeff Rosenstock was doing Bomb Music Industry. So that guy's been with him since 2012, or no, since before 2012. That's when Bomb broke up. But he played a bunch of his solo stuff. I think he played 1 or 2 covers of some of his older stuff, Bomb stuff. But oh my God, that was just such a fun show. You know, I didn't watch because I'm getting too old to do that shit. But the crowd was great for the most part. And yeah, so I'm
Sounds fun.
going to go to that. And like I said, tonight I'm going to go see Spray Nerd, so I'll tell you guys all about that
Oh yeah, next week definitely.
All right, hold on. Mandatory bong rip.
Mitch is doing a bong hit right now.
And then I guess I will do.
Oh wait, I have a recap.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely go about that. Tell me what you guys thought of.
Yeah, so you guys saw the same
Nice.
show. Yeah. I think it was like the same exact lineup too. Take One Car, Turnover, Pianos Become the Teeth, and The World is a Beautiful Place, and I Am No Longer Afraid to Die.
Yep.
Right? Same thing. So we saw them at Asbury Lanes, which is like this old retro bowling alley, and now it's just completely a venue.
Yeah.
So like in the middle of the bowling alley, in the middle of the lanes, they have a stage set up,
Mm-hmm.
but like they don't use the bowling alley in any other way. But
That's
it's pretty
weird.
cool.
Like Brooklyn Bowl rules.
Well, they
Yeah.
went to Asbury Lanes.
Yeah, but Brooklyn Bowl has,
Yeah, you can actually bowl there.
yeah, you bowl there,
Oh,
and they
right.
have really good fried chicken.
Yeah. Well, I've never been to Brooklyn Bowl,
Are you
shockingly.
serious?
I know.
Child?
But anyways, so we went to Asbury Lanes, and Asbury Park, New Jersey is actually like a really musical town.
Oh yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, Gaslight Anthem, like people just love it there, and a lot of music has come out of there, so it's pretty, I don't know what the word is, nostalgic, and
It's
I don't-
it's historic. It's
it's
really
historic. Yeah, like when you're there, like you're surrounded by music. Everywhere is music. So
there's a lot of music. There's a lot of music history to that town. It's,
yeah. So obviously, we've been obsessed with making these videos documenting our road trips, and we did it again, and it came out really good. I thought better than, I mean, the brand new. Nothing can top brand new because
nothing can top brand new.
nothing can top brand new. But my editing skills were way better on this video.
I agree. And there's a little cameo from Tyler.
I know he was very emo.
Yeah. That's my boy.
Yeah. So Take One Car we saw first. We actually had a little bit of a hiccup. We were supposed to be on Epitaph's guest list to have entry into the show, and apparently we were not on any list. So we were kind of like screwed because we drove 2 hours and then we're standing on the porch of Asbury Lanes and couldn't get in.
Damn it. But we got that figured out.
Yeah, so some guy came up to us and he was like, "Oh, do you guys have a cigarette?" And we didn't. And I don't know why, but I randomly looked at him. I was like, "Do you work here by any chance?" And he was like, "No, I don't." I was like, "Oh, so you're just seeing the bands?" And he was like, "No, I'm in one of the bands." And he was actually the violinist for The World is a Beautiful Place. And he made calls.
Cool dude.
Yeah, he like made calls and he like brought us in with him and solved the problem. And it was awesome.
Brad, let's
I
give
know.
that a shout out. What's his name?
His name is Nick. He's the violinist for The World is a Beautiful Place.
Nick, you are amazing. You're
He was our hero.
a guy who loves you.
Yeah. So
Nick,
Take One Car was awesome, like Garrett mentioned. I didn't know what to expect from them.
Surprise band at that show for sure.
Yeah, and they've been retweeting everything that we've been putting up too, which is awesome. And then we saw Turnover, who were also really good. They were definitely a little more laid back as opposed to Take One Car with like the energy and like the jumping around. Honestly, Pianos Become the Teeth was my favorite of the whole night. They're so awesome.
They're such a good band live.
They have so much energy on stage. Their drummer is ridiculous. His hair is like down to his ass, and he flings it around the entire time, and he's awesome. Every single person in that band is like equally as amazing as the next. They were
The ass again. That was like, that just brought a smile to my face.
we just want to hear you say ass, Rebecca.
Oh God,
Let's hear you say ass.
ass.
It just made, I don't know, I heard you say it, like it just made me laugh.
I get.
Ass.
I'm
Ass.
emotionally abused by the way that I pronounce that every day. By
I wanna
someone
hear
who is
it.
not here.
Ass.
Ass.
Yeah, there it is. That's what we wanted.
All right.
That's the intro.
So obviously, The World is a Beautiful Place headlined, and I've never seen so many people on a tiny little stage.
It's ridiculous. Isn't it?
They like stopped in the middle of their set and yelled at people who were trying to jump on stage to crowd surf because they were like stepping on their pedals. There was no place for them to go, but they were awesome too. And I actually used their song "Getting Sodas" as the background music for the video that we made, which you can see at showsigoto.com.
Shows I go to.
.com.
We should do a
And
commercial.
do you want to? We'll do a Hard Rock commercial, and then we'll come back with new releases.
Hell yeah.
All right. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Garrett, you can do new releases.
All right. So,
Do I need to recap anything?
well, you,
I don't know.
You want to talk about Unfreezer?
Yeah, I could talk about Humphreys real quick. That's the only other thing I went to, I think.
I think so. Yeah, it's been kind of a slow week down here.
All right.
After this, I gotta drive to Brooklyn.
Ugh.
Gosh, to get Tyler or what?
What?
To pick Tyler up?
Yeah,
Damn.
I don't know. I'm such a dedicated girlfriend.
I know.
You get him home from
Jesus.
work safely.
Exactly. Make sure he doesn't get assaulted on the subway.
Even though he makes you take the subway home.
I take the subway every day.
He's fragile. We feel you, Tyler.
He's so tiny.
He's so tiny.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I felt the umph. I wasn't gonna go see Humphreys McGee. I had some other stuff I wanted to do that night. My friend was doing a comedy show, and one of my friends from high school, Michael Miller, he wrote a review or a preview for the show, and just about everybody I talked to who I respect in music told me I needed to go see Humphreys McGee. So I took their advice and I went and I felt it, and it was crazy. This band, like, they play some cover songs, but like a lot of like super jams, like where they just go, and then when you think they can't go anymore, they keep going for like 10 more minutes. It's crazy as shit.
Sounds like some other band that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite band.
Oh God. maybe some Dave Matthews in there. I don't know.
You realize I'm gonna mention Dave Matthews at least once in every single episode.
I know. I've been keeping track. Every episode, one
Every
Dave
single one.
Matthews. Correct. Dave Matthews. Burn. So it was really cool, like, watching this band, and they had 2 drummers, and it was just like insanity. But one of the things that really blew me away that you don't really see that often is a really, really skilled lighting technician. And I was down in the pit at one point during their set, and there was fog, and the light was like shining through the fog in kind of like a clover pattern, and the middle was hollow. So it looked, when the light was on you, it looked like you were in like this vortex. And I wasn't on drugs, maybe a little bit, but nothing that would have altered my state of consciousness like that, or my vision. So I was just like totally blown away by the lighting. It was so impressive. We got some videos. There is a review going up. We actually covered every one of their shows in Florida, and a few of the people, they followed the umph around Florida. So we covered Orlando on Friday night, Miami Saturday night, and St. Pete on Sunday night. So that review will be up on showsigoto.com soon.
Very cool.
Yes.
So now, Garrett, what do you have for us?
I have probably my favorite album of the year so far.
I feel like you say that every time.
Yeah, but until the Hotelier puts out a new album this year, or Kanye, or I finish listening to the new
Kanye.
Defeater album. This is definitely my favorite album so far.
Right.
It's No Closer to Heaven by the Wonder Years, one of my favorite bands. And anybody who listens to punk or pop punk music knows who the Wonder Years are. I mean, these guys are huge. I've seen them, God, 6, 7-ish times, I think. But this is, and I mean, they have that one seminal album, Suburbia. What's it called? Suburbia, something.
You want me to look that up real quick?
Yeah, probably should, because I can't think of the name off the top of my head. It's Suburbia. I've given you all.
God,
I
there's
think.
hair everywhere in here.
Why is
What
there
the?
hair?
Sarah Beth.
Jesus Christ! Was she
Jeez.
cut her hair?
No, she sheds hair. That's how I keep track of her.
It's called Suburbia. I've given you all, and now I'm nothing. That came out 4 years ago.
Oh, cool.
They released. That's probably still one of my favorite albums of the past 10 years, at least. And they released another album, The Greatest Generation, 2 years ago. This is their newest album, and they did something they sound completely different than what they did on previous albums. I fucking love it. It sounds like the Hotelier, like that slower punk, but with a lot more, with the same kind of writing style that they have. It's very personal, very strong style type of lyrics. And it's just, I love it. I just can't get enough of it. Excuse me.
You're
Awesome.
excused.
I just burped up kisses.
Rebecca's like, what the fuck? What are you guys doing down there in Florida?
That's not how I say Florida.
Oh man. So I gave Garrett chocolate kisses earlier.
Just chocolate salted kisses.
Yeah, dip my lips.
So anyway, this album, I can't even get over how fucking good this album is. It's just,
So what you're saying is that we should all listen to it.
but if you don't like punk music, you're gonna love this album. Seriously, even if you don't like music, you're gonna love this album.
That's a big statement.
I don't even
That's
know how
crazy.
to describe how good it is.
This album better fucking rule.
Like I said, it reminds me so much of the Hotelier's last album, Someplace Like Nowhere Else, and that was my favorite album of last year. So,
That's the
yeah,
best feeling ever when you find an album that's just perfect.
yeah, I love
Yes.
it.
Or like a really good ice cream flavor that's just perfect.
Yes.
Black cherry from
And you can
Twisted
get-
Treat with a chocolate dip.
Oh man, dude, I like the American Dream from Ben and Jerry's, and
Yeah.
I'll just sit and listen to an album on vinyl and eat that ice cream, and just cry into it.
There's this place
I
in
always said-
upstate New York,
Yeah, what's
and
it
they
called?
have well, it's not a place. It's like a chain, but it's like a convenience store chain.
Oh shit!
And it's called Stewart's, and they make the best birthday cake ice cream you will ever eat in your life.
See, I've never been a fan of birthday cake ice cream. I'm not
Neither
gonna
have
lie.
I. Neither have I. But this place changes your world.
Huh.
That's a fucking bold statement. We got some
I
bold
know. That's
statements.
what I'm saying.
So go get ice cream from this place. Go listen to this album.
Yeah, definitely go. Definitely. So not to sound like act like I haven't actually listened to the album, but the singles that they've released for this album have probably been some of my favorite songs. Cigarettes and Saints. Definitely, it has some really potent lyrics. Cardinals is a great song, especially the music video for that. Go watch that; it's really, really cool. And then another song I really, really enjoyed. It's a two-part. It's not even a two-part song. It's two separate songs, but its titles are very similar. One is a song for Patsy Cline, and the other one is a song for Ernest Hemingway. And they're just two really good tracks. Sound great, and throughout the whole album, there's no filler. There's nothing like that. if you listen to Suburbia, they have a couple songs that are just like little 1 minute acoustic jams. Whereas these are all just 3 to 4 minute songs, and they just all are
Short and sweet.
delicious. They're
Yummy.
delicious. I
They
mean,
are frosty
You-
treats.
you keep listening to them over and over, and you don't get full, and it's awesome. So go check this out. And like I said, as of right now, it is my favorite album of the year until I finish listening to Defeater's new album.
Yeah, nice.
Because Defeater is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Well, I can't wait to check it out, man.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. Is that the only one?
That's all I got. Yeah, I haven't
All
had a
right.
chance to do a whole lot
So
of anything
we're
else.
gonna let's end it on. Let's take a little break and listen to an awesome song called "Picked Last" by Underdog Champs of
Cool.
Virginia. We actually have an interview with them. So after this song, you should stick around and listen to the interview.
Woo!
They're funny. They're funny and they're talented.
Yeah, and you conducted that interview, right, Rebecca?
Actually, Tyler and I did it together.
Oh, how couple worthy.
I know.
No, that's
How
awesome.
cute!
No, I'm serious. Like, that's awesome. And I think it's really cool that we get to do all these amazing things for bands. You know,
I agree.
We help them with exposure. We introduce them to new markets. We promote them on our social media accounts. You know, and we introduce them to the world. So, you know, it's really awesome.
Yeah, and we love doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're in a band and you want to be featured on our podcast, shoot Rebecca an email. Her email address is rebecca@showsigoto.com, and she'd be glad to set up an interview. We'll go through our schedule and see where we can get you on.
That is true.
Speaking of
Check it
which, I need to get back to my buddy who his band just released their first single off their new EP.
Cool.
Wanted to be on the podcast sometime soon.
Yeah, just give him my information.
All right, I'll
What's this band called that is featured this week?
This is the Underdog Champs. They're from Northern Virginia.
The Underdog Champs?
Yeah, just Underdog Champs.
Underdog Champs. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I sent you guys a video in our Facebook message.
Yeah, I really like them.
Okay, I'm going to say thank you one more time to them.
Okay.
So again, thank you to Underdog Champs for being on this podcast this week, and we're stoked to have you.
Yeah, they're gonna make you laugh. I promise.
Cheers.
All right, bye guys.
All right, cool. Are we done?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.